You know, something, guys? You know, I've been trying to think about what to say this morning about Rent a Girlfriend. For this review of Rent a Girlfriend Season 5, Episode 4 review, I've been thinking about what to say. I watched this 3 times. Let me fix this camera, but I'm about to burst out saying shit because I don't think y'all listen to me. I don't think none of y'all get it. I watched this episode 3 times. 3 times. Yesterday. I saw it on my way to work. I saw it on my break. And I saw it last night. 3 times I watched this episode. And what I'm about to say for this, y'all don't get it. I want you guys to spread this video to the world. To every YouTuber. To TikToks. To Instagrams. To every social media outpost I'm about to say. Because I don't think you guys don't get it. Rent a Girlfriend is the GOAT. There is no debate. Forget Kaguya Summer Love is War. Forget Nisakoi. Forget the quintuple quadruplets. Forget the cafe and its goddess. Forget Orin High School Host Club. Rent a Girlfriend is the peak. You guys don't understand. You don't understand just how loyal I am. You don't know how loyal I am. Hold on, I ain't done yet. You don't know how loyalty matters. You don't understand what I've been trying to tell you guys. You really don't understand. You just don't. Hold on. I ain't done yet. Hold on a second. We ain't freaking done here because, again, I don't think y'all understand. You see this? This Sumi shrine? Sumi Sakura Shara shrine? Was I telling them the freaking truth? I say this because Rent a Girlfriend is the greatest rom-com of all time. For years, we've been waiting for the moments that I've been trying to tell you guys. Rent a Girlfriend is the GOAT. I was at Castle Point last weekend, and I said it with the blood, the sweat, the tears. When I say this, Rent a Girlfriend is the GOAT of rom-coms. Y'all saying this show is trash? Let me ask you this. You talk about the trash, then why the hell it got 5 seasons? Why the hell it got a live action series? Why the hell we got a spinoff of Sumi Sakura Sara, best girl though, who got a spinoff of Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend? She got 3 volumes, man. And now y'all dissing this show? Y'all dropped the rating to like a 5.9. Why? Because it's slow? Hello? You weren't like that when other ones had 1,000+ chapters. You weren't like that with other one. And now that it's got 400+, 422 chapters, y'all gonna be hating on it? Get the fuck out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so peak. We're at the peak of Rent a freaking Girlfriend to the point where I say it again. Be patient. Just be patient. If you're patient with all the mangas, be patient with this. But you don't listen. And after watching this episode, I've been thinking about what to say to you guys in this review, but I'm going to let it out right now. This is the era of rom-com, and it's still growing to this day. So without further ado, let's get right to the review of Rent a Girlfriend Season 5, Episode 4. Now, last week was the two-faced bitch Mami-chan who should be sent to the world of Goblin Slayer. Let the goblins do the work. Pregnate that freaking Mami-chan two-faced bitch. I don't even care. She gotta die. You know, it's funny because I've been thinking about this and reading chapters of Rent a Girlfriend. I'm like, why is she even here? She should mind her freaking business. Move on with her life. You dumped Kazuya, and then when you end up with Chizu, when you end up with Chizu, you decide to like try to get back at Kazuya. You try to break her heart. You try to break his heart again. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. But you want to play the two-faced bitch role of like, I'm getting on the zingers. You two-faced backstabbing bitch. And I know people say, oh, Mami-chan's a hero because she decided all this. Hell no. Hell no. She ain't no freaking hero. She is the villain of this show. She is the freaking villain. You know, it's funny. I got a friend of mine who likes Mami-chan. No, I'm dead serious. I got a friend, my best friend, who's a Mami-chan fan. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, really? The two-faced bitch is your favorite girl? You could have picked Ruka. I could have gave you that. But Mami-chan, really? But I stand corrected. Now, last week was Kazuya's one-liner. He was going to be the White Knight to speak on behalf of Chizubu. Now, we got a little opening of that beginning where it was that point where Chizu and Kazuya was going to tell Grandma Nagami, Kazuya's grandma, about them having a fake relationship. Now, truth be told, I do feel bad for Chizu. She felt that little guilt a little bit. I feel like Chizu should have told Grandma Sari about their fake relationship before she died. You know? But I can see why she didn't want to tell her. Because she didn't want to upset her grandma. I get that. I really, really do. I really do. Let's be honest, guys. You want to upset your grandparents that you're in a fake relationship all the time. Like, you don't want to upset you because you want them to be happy. You know, and I think Chizu, in my opinion, I think Chizu and Kazuya would have told her. And she'd still be happy. She's up there watching him. And I can tell you right now, she's okay with this. Because she knows. Because Grandma Sari knows that somewhere down the line, they're going to be together. Now, let's Kibe, Kazuya's best friend. Listen, I understand Kiba punching Kazuya. Makes sense. There's two ways to look at this. On the one hand, you're thinking to yourself, oh, Kazuya deserved that because he's been lying to his best friend for years. He's been lying to his friend about the relationship he had with Chizubu. But on the other hand, it's like, that's not what friends do. We don't punch best friends in the face. You can pull them aside and talk. You can do that. But Kibe was like, we did this for Chizubu's sake. And I know you for a long time. I mean, you had black hair. Which hinted, by the way, if you read the manga, you had the black hair. I'm like, bringing up flashbacks and all that stuff. But Kibe knows him. He knows him for years. They've been best friends since middle school, you know? They've been best friends for a long time. So for him to say, you lying me, that's not the Kazuya I know. Because, again, you and I are close buddies. You don't lie to your best friend. But this is where I understand Kazuya deserves the punch. We got to understand. Kazuya has a freaking heart. This is why people trash Kazuya, but I don't think you understand this. Kazuya has a heart. He has a heart, guys. His heart is so big that he don't want to hurt people's feelings. That's who he is as a person. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be honest. You wouldn't lie to your parents. I mean, you wouldn't lie to your parents. You want to grandparents and stuff, but still, you don't want to hurt people's hearts. And Chizu and Kazuya, they had this well-about plan to tell Grandma Nagami. They were going to have a plan to tell Kazuya's grandma. They were going to tell him eventually. They both had this plan to tell them eventually. Me personally, I'll tell you right now. If Mami-chan had not done that, me personally, if Mami-chan had not done that, Kazuya and Chizu would still talk to Nagami, to Grandma Nagami. They would have sat down and talked to them in a private room and tell them what really happened. And everything would have been solid, fine, dandy. Everything. But because two-faced bitch mommy decides to do that pull of a stunt with her two-faced lying ass, I want to punch her in the face. Oh my God. Can I get I want to choke the life out of Mami-chan. I really want to kill this woman. But you know what? It's like, can we do something about her? Can we? I mean, just can we? And for all y'all out there who says trash, screw you guys, because you guys can't handle a rom-com like this. Y'all can't handle a good rom-com. Now back to this. Kazuya got the balls to step up. You know, there are moments that Kazuya has stepped up to the plate. This right here was the plate. Got on first base. Well, no, he's on the plate right now. He's on back. So he tried to make that swing. So him thinking about what to say, where he's like, oh yeah, we've been dating for a year and a half after Grandma Suri passed away. We were dating after Grandma. So he was trying to cover it up. And he was defending Chizuru at the same time, saying Chizuru's a nice person. She did nothing wrong. Everything that Kazuya was saying about Chizuru, he's not lying. He's not lying. Chizuru's not a whore. Wait till that episode comes. I will punch Mami in the face for that one. But that moment, that was the moment that Kazuya stepped up even more. He stepped up more times this season. I mean, he stepped up more in the previous seasons, but this one he stepped up defending it. Now, Ruka, on the other hand, this is where Ruka get on my nerves. I like how this bringing us back to season 1 and 2. Because we all know about Ruka's heart condition. You know? And when she met Kazuya, it was like the boom, 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 boom. Her heart is like that. You know what I mean? She find that love that she was looking for. Now, there were times that Ruka made a move on Kazuya at moments. The kiss, at a hotel room, went to his room, you know, going on dates. There were moments that Ruka has made moves, but she get on my nerves. Because it's like, that moment, Ruka could have said something to break off this whole thing. She would have broken up everything because she was going to tell everybody, I'm his true girlfriend. Ruka was about to expose all of the details from season 1 up till now, going to explain, I'm his girlfriend, and Chizu was a rental. But because she respected Grandma Nagumi, because of that, and because Kazuya's in a tough situation, it's like a rock in a hard place. She don't know what to do. So she tried to play it along and say, oh, wait. It's true. You know, she's siding with Kazuya. Even his other friend is siding with it. So all that. But it's like, even they both know this. You know what I'm saying? Kibe is the only one late in this in the arc right now, to a point that everybody, like his friend and Ruka, knows about the whole situation. And Kibe was the last one to know it. So it's kind of like, oh my God, even he could have told Kibe the whole secret with Chizu and Kazuya at the moment. But we didn't. Now, the moment that I've been wanting to say this, and I'm going to say it again. You're talking about peaks here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all talking about peaks. Y'all talking about peaks. Okay. You know, you know something? I've been trying to picture this, like I said. Bitch-ass mommy said they want to prove it. Okay, kiss. Now, we all know there are rules of becoming a rental girlfriend. There are rules. Don't kiss your clients. That's the idea of a rental girlfriend. You know, Chizuru, this is why Chizuru, ladies and gentlemen, this is why Chizuru needs to be nominated for Best Girl of the Year. This is why Rent a Girlfriend Season 5 should be nominated for Best Romance. Hell, if we have Best Couple of the Year, you could have picked Kazuya and Chizuru. You could have said that. You know, I've been on a record, and I'm going to say this again. This scene at the end is arguably best peak/moment of the year. I don't even care about the winter animes, the springs, the summer, and the fall animes when I do reviews of other animes. There is no moment or peak that could ever top this one right here of Rent a Girlfriend. See, it got all the ending credits. And then at that ending point, Chizu got balls. She stepped up to the plate. And then right in front of everybody, she kissed KAZUYA. Now you gotta understand what I'm gonna pull out. I know people say this ain't the first time they kissed. Okay, go back to season 1. Yeah, she did CPR to help KAZUYA. Okay, but that's CPR. That's rescue kiss. This kiss was freaking legit. She kissed KAZUYA in that moment. Ladies and gentlemen, KAZUYA froze out like this. Chizu kissed KAZUYA in front of Ruka, in front of his parents, in front of his best friends, in front of the entire staff and workers and people at the pool, and especially, she kissed in front of bitch-ass Mami-chan. This girl, this is why she's my second best girl. I love Sumi Sakura, and I still friggin' do. But that moment was the climax. Like I said, you talking about the best arcs? This Hawaii arc, best arc. The kiss, best moment. There is not one bad thing I can say about this arc. Not one. Because this is golden. This episode was straight golden. It was a lot of dialogue. I get that. But when you have a lot of dialogues, I get to the peak of that mountain. That was the moment. Now, truth be told, I'll be honest with you guys. The only thing I would have added is if you add Sumi Sakura in. And I'm going to tell you why. If Sumi was in this arc, and in that moment where bitch-ass Mami-chan would have dropped her phone, I bet you right now Sumi would have talked a lot. And I bet you right now Sumi would defend Chizu. I tell you right now, Sumi will defend KAZUYA as well. And she won't even backstab anybody because she's goddess. But that's only gonna change. But again, that kiss was so epic. One of the best moments this time. One of the best rom-coms of all time. And y'all gonna say it's trash? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all can't handle a perfect rom-com if you tried. This is why. You want shows to get in season 2? Then go watch. I tell you what, call the producers, call the directors, call the cast of Rent the Girlfriends, and you tell them why we're getting another season 6. We're getting season 6. Because y'all don't believe me. But I've been trying to tell y'all, this show is golden. So all out there watching this video, understand what I'm saying. This was it. This is why I love Rent a Girlfriend. Every moment of this show gets better and better with ease. You guys can't hate this. The kiss was the dynamite that boom, 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 blow out the proportion. This was the moment that Chizu stepped up. You gotta remember, last week she was all like, she was a deer in the headlight, didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do after getting exposed. But thanks to bitch-ass Mami-chan wanting to prove that they kissed, that they're actually a relationship, they kiss, she did it. Chizu has stepped up. She has stepped up. And you're going to see more where that came from. You're going to see more. Overall, though, this episode was peak. Peak out of proportion. I'm sweating just talking about this review. But yeah, after everything went down, all the secrets came out. The truths are there. The lies are gone. Epic proportions. You can't name it. I love this show. I know I went off crazy, but I want to prove a point. When I'm about to say this, and I'm going to say it again. Ladies and gentlemen, just give Rent a Girlfriend another shot. Don't say it's disgusting. It takes time to build. It takes development. They're showing development. It takes little microseconds of them developing. It takes time. You gotta understand where I'm coming from with this show. So, thank you for watching my review of Rent a Girlfriend Season 5, Episode 4. And I can't wait for next week's episode. Y'all gonna love it. Thank you for watching.